Wake up, Hugh, it's time to go. Grab the leash, we're hitting the road. Got my paws ready to roam. This world ain't gonna explore alone. I sniff the air, I chase the breeze. Every trail's a mystery. Cooper's adventures follow me. Caves and woods and history. Ghost towns, whispers, secrets low. Together we're the stars of the show. Abandoned barns with creaky doors, haunted halls and mossy floors, fishing poles and a camping fire, a life of freedom I inspire. I wag my tail, I lead the way, every step a brand new day. Cooper's adventures follow me, caves and woods and history, ghost towns, whispers, secrets low. Together we're the stars of the show.
Today we're heading back to the forgotten mining town of Muldoon, Idaho. A place hidden deep in the mountains where the remains of Idaho's mining past are still scattered across the hillside. Last time we only scratched the surface, but this return trip takes us further into the area to see what else Muldoon still has left hiding. And make sure to stick around to the end of the video, because this return explorer ended with a completely unexpected surprise location that I wasn't planning to film at all. Welcome back to the channel, friends. Today we're back here at Muldoon. We're gonna start this video off where we left off last time, here at the remnants of the log cabin. And this time we're actually going to hike up to where the town site's supposed to be. Now, from what I've been reading, this ghost town site is not what you would normally expect from a town site. The remains are scattered throughout, and rather than all in one central town site layout. So we're going to have to scout around and explore and see what we can find. From what I've been reading, the town site is roughly anywhere between 1/4 and 3/4 of a mile up the trail that we ended our last video on. So what do you say we go ahead and get to hiking? Okay, just to refresh the memories, this right here is where our last video of Muldoon cut off, right at the no motor vehicles signs. So we're going to go ahead and continue on up. This trail supposedly is where the remains of the town site are. So we're going to go ahead and hike on up. I'm not going to record the whole hike, just because I'm sure that's going to get stupid boring. And yeah, I do like to talk a lot, but not that much. So we'll let you go until we start finding some interesting stuff. Okay, so we have a few options here, actually. Honestly, if it was me, I would put my town site right here in this openish valley. But as of right now, I don't see any evidence. But I think I'm going to hike down, even though I'm already out of breath, and take a look and see if we find any. But there's also another path right there that goes up more. So maybe once we're done down there, we'll try going up. I need the exercise anyways, right? So what do you say we go down here into the valley? It's kind of a dangerous trail leading down, full of loose rocks and dead trees. But we do have paths, so let's take it on down, and I'll get back with you guys once we're down there. Alright guys, we went down about 3/4 of the way, and there was still absolutely nothing suggesting that the town site was down there. No tin debris, no possible foundations, not even lumber logs to suggest a log cabin of any kind. So we're going to go ahead and continue up this trail and see what's up here. Hopefully we run into it. Come on, Coop. Come on! Did you get yourself duck? Alright. Okay, now that me and the pups are hydrated and rusted a bit, what do you say we continue on? Up that trail, right there. Alright, off we go, I guess. Okay, now we have some evidence of something. I don't know if it's evidence of a building or just some good old-fashioned mine debris. We got some right there, a little bit over there, and it looks like we might even have a little bit of a mine right there. But this trail kind of goes over and then sawtooths back up. So I think that's how we're going to do this. Just follow the trail. So this is what's down underneath. Where there has been absolutely no sign of anything except for down where we parked the Jeep. So let's continue on up. Find ourselves a little flat spot here. We're just going to have a look-see at the beauty that is Muldoon. And that way off in the distance there, if you can see it, if I can find it, right there it is. There's the road we came in on. but absolutely breathtaking scenery and views. Granted, I wouldn't want to live all the way up here or work all the way up here, but it's still breathtaking nonetheless. Now this whole place actually started becoming a thing in the early 1800s when silver, lead, and trace amounts of gold were found in these hills. But unlike a lot of the gold rush or gold boom ghost towns in mining areas, this one, in a way, I guess you could say, was destined to fail. We do have some timbers here now. I don't know if this is part of a building or part of a fence, if it's from there or if it fell from all the way up there. But as I was saying, it was destined to fail. It had so many things going against it. Back in the early 1800s, they did a lot of surface mining where the minerals and precious metals were plentiful and a lot more rich. But around the mid-1800s-ish, a lot of that had already been mined out. So they had to start digging into the mine, or into the hills. And they had a lot more against it than just that. This was a very, very isolated place. As you can tell, the only way they had to move the ore around was through ore lifts and trams. They didn't really have any train access here. So its demise was a combination of the mines not producing rich, good quality ore, on top of the complete isolation up here, and hauling ore was very expensive. And once the ore quality started degrading, it was no longer viable or feasible to continue transporting. At its peak, though, there was between 100 and 300 residents and workers that lived up here. And when it first started, back in the early 1800s, down there by the stream, It originally started as nothing more than a mining camp. So like tents and rudimentary, what we would now call bushcraft homes. But as they started earning money with the rich top ore, they began actually building. And we do have a mine right here. And I don't have any of my lights, which I should have brought, but hindsight's 2020. We're not going to go all the way in it anyways, but let me go and take a quick look and see what these old timers did inside. Now we do have to be very careful because, as you can tell, it's kind of partially collapsed here at the entrance. Turn on night vision here so you can get a better look. Got an old water tank of some kind for something. Like I said, we're not going to go in very far. We're just going to see what these old timers all did in here. You can see the old pickaxe marks. Some support timbers to hold the ceiling up. Boomer, get over here. Boomer. But I think this is as far as I honestly feel comfortable even going in, especially alone. Nice look at the mine opening. Now, I'm pretty sure, assuming back in the day, that little hump there at the bottom wouldn't have been there. It would have been just a straight shot out. But even if we don't find houses or buildings, we at the very least found ourselves a mine. Which is awesome. I don't think that's the main Muldoon mine though. And it looks like I do have a path or trail that goes that way. So we don't really have any options. There's no other paths going up this way. I mean, there is that little flat spot there, but then you hit the washout. I don't see any other paths on the other side. So, let's cross back down this trail. And continue along that trail for a little ways, see what we find. I'm gonna let you go now and bring you guys back in on the loop once we get a little closer to something a little more interesting, if there is any. And honestly, I'm glad we opted not to do this the first time we were out here. I think little Miss Judith would have died with this kind of hike. Or maybe not. I'm missing a dog. Cooper! Go to the last place I know I saw him. Cooper! Cooper? Are you still in here, Cooper? Cooper, you are still in here. Why are you still in here? What happened, babies? What happened? You guys are stuck again. Okay, come on. Go on. Cooper, go. Come here. It's the second time you've gotten yourself stuck. Okay, we found the missing puppy. He got himself stuck inside the mine. Lately, he's been not wanting to load back up. So, I've been putting a leash on him so I can catch him. And somehow, he got his leash wrapped around something inside the mine. So I went ahead and took it off. And we're going to stop and take a break right here. Okay. Break over. I guess we continue on. See what we can find on that trail. And that down there is the trail we were on when we saw the mine up there. So we're, for the most part, quickly gaining elevation. Hopefully, we stumble across something that looks even remotely similar to a housing residence of some kind. And we do have some substantial timbers here. It could have been some sort of a residence, maybe. But I'd be more willing to say it had to do with the mine than anything else. So let's go ahead and continue on. Got some old threaded pipes. Alright, we'll let you go again until we find some more interesting stuff. Okay, so we did find something over here. Complete end of the trail. So I guess what we're going to do is go back down to this trail and have a look up and see what we can find as far as going up higher. If we can't find anything, I guess we'll just go back down to where the Jeep's at and try the trail that goes right straight out from where the Jeep is sitting. So, I'll let you go so I can have both hands for this. Well, I did just find something interesting. 55-gallon bucket strapped to a tree in the middle of absolutely nothing. Okay, so we did find something a little interesting. On the way down, I noticed a path that came down to this clearing right here. I don't see any real remains of anything yet, but the trail does continue down that way. So maybe we'll go down there a little ways and see what we find. Although I do see kind of a hiking trail that way. So maybe we'll just have a look-see real quick. See where this goes. If anywhere. Nah, it just looks like it follows that ridge. And it looks more like a gaming trail than a hiking trail. Or I should say game trail. Before all you hunters out there come at me. There's a couple places this could lead. Back to the Jeep, or down there. Or just to a brand spanking new area altogether. And with this decline slope, I'm honestly hoping it just goes back to the Jeep. Because I don't want to climb back up there. But if I gotta, I gotta, right? As my buddy Steven would always say, there's beauty everywhere. You just have to find it. And honestly, this is one of the more beautiful locations we've explored. Right down to the rapid stream down there. Coming down out of the mountains. One of these days, I do intend on buying a gold panning pan just for the S&Gs of trying to pan for gold in these streams just for the camera. And just to be able to say, I found gold. But this trail's getting a little rocky and rough, so I'm going to let you go so I can keep my footing a little better. And we'll switch over to the body cam. Now there is, I don't know if it's a game trail or if it's a hiking trail right here. It goes that way. I honestly want to just continue on this trail. I know I haven't done anywhere near the hiking Josh the intern does, or the truck planner. But I'm whooped. And it does get a little windy up here from time to time, so I do apologize about any wind noise. Still have yet to find any of the supposed partial foundations and old timbers of any buildings. Supposedly there was a small saloon, small little shops. But I haven't seen any of that, or even evidence of it. And we're back down at the Jeep. So I guess as Judith would put it, there ain't shit out here. Which in a way is a little disappointing. But in a way not, because we found a mine from back in the day, and I have a huge surprise at the end of this video. We're just gonna casually walk down here by the stream. Let Boomer and Cooper get something to drink. And here's that stream that we saw from way up there. Looks like at one point they did have it dammed right here. You guys all cooled down? Well, coming down off of one of the trails that I was hoping was one of the switchbacks that goes up this mountain, but it wasn't. I did happen across this. Does look like an old homestead. You got the old well right there. And it is a campsite, so we could camp here. There is this old pump well. Doesn't want to move. And I do believe this might be one of the old homestead houses. But unfortunately, it is all locked up. There is a way in up there, but I'm not climbing. It would be so nice to get in. Then a little bit further back here, I highly doubt this is original. But you got an outhouse porta potty. I did find one of the doors or windows ajar, enough that maybe I can get you guys in. To have a look-see. But you can tell it's an original homestead. And of course my wireless mics died. It's inside that shed area. Yep, just a little old shack plopped down in the middle of the woods. So we say we continue on with our explore. Well, I did find a trail leading up. And I've come across some ore cart rails. And the remnants of what used to be a building of some kind. I think this might have been a mine that was collapsed in. We got some more evidence of stuff over there. I'm not gonna lie to you though, it is kind of a dangerous, treacherous terrain. It looks like these would have went right straight across. Possibly over to there. But we're going to continue on up this trail for however far we can go and see what we can see. Alright, we've made it up as far as the Jeep will get us. As you can see, it's gotten us a very long way up. So I guess we'll hike from here. And take a look-see and see what we can find. I think this might have been an old ore transport trail. There's another trail that goes that way. A little wet and soppy right here. Okay, more than just a little. It's like swampy. I'm pretty sure I was right. Because right there's an old ore cart. We do have some kind of remnants, some kind of building. Probably came down from upper though, or it could be a mine entrance. So we do have ore tracks, ore cart tracks that go right through here. We do have a bunch of tailings here. I don't want to get too close to the edge. But right there, we've got some kind of a structure and a pipe that's pouring water. I do kind of see remnants of an ore track right there. Here we got a whole lot more track. You can see the Jeep way over yonder in the distance. Somewhere. There was definitely some kind of building up here. Trying to see there's a decent way to get up there. Looks like the only way up is to climb. So I'm gonna let you go because I think I'm gonna need both hands for this. Some kind of wooden frame for something. It's got some big old honking wires on it. Alright, we've made it up top. Here we've got, I don't know what this is. If I had to guess, either food storage or a dynamite shed. It looks like it slid down from up there. This building here is definitely a building here. Didn't slide down from anywhere. Don't know what it was or what it could have been used for. But there it is. And it does look like there's a flat spot on the other side of this, or a trail. Maybe we'll try and see if we can get over there. Okay, all three of us made it. Even the little one. Come on, Coops. And honestly, I think I might see another mine. I do. But it is gated off, so you can't get into it. Come on, Boom. It honestly looks like this trail just leads over to the one we walked on to get up here. Yeah. So, I think we're going to head back to the Jeep, turn it around, and head back down this hill, since we can't ascend anymore. So unless we find anything else cool or worth noting, we're going to go ahead and let you go and see you on our next adventure. So I talked to the people who own this property, and they did give me permission to come take a look at this old homestead house. And they did say if I can manage to get in to either of them, I'm more than welcome as long as I'm very careful. So let's go in and take a look at it, if we can. Hey, look at that. So we're going to be very, very careful in here. It's a cute little quaint house. I think this may have been, I'm not sure, because this looks like a closet. So maybe this was a bedroom? Since this is the main entrance here, one of them, I would assume this would probably be a living room. The old wood stove. Here's another entrance. Looks like an old propane lantern. You gotta be very careful because looks like the floors here are pretty bad. The old bathroom. This is actually pretty awesome. Glad I happened to catch the owners. It is very dark in here, so you'll see me using the IR to take a look at the floor. Maybe this was the living room here. Kitchen. Again, these beautiful propane lantern ceiling lights, or natural gas, one of the two. Nice little screened in back porch. Gorgeous in its construction. We got the stairs leading up. I'm not gonna lie to you, up here on this second floor, I do get kind of a weird, eerie feeling. There are some animals running around in here. I don't know how sturdy this floor is, so we're just going to take this very slow and carefully. I don't know if this would have been a bedroom or just a storage area. We do have another room just around the corner here. As you can see, there is another level on the other side over there. I just don't want to risk going over there. Got a chimney right there. Well, let me turn night vision on so you can see. Chimney right there. But I don't see any wood stoves or fireplaces. And I did not know this before, but the owner did say that there was another house back here, or building. Got another little dugout here, which I would assume would be, yeah, a cellar or food cold storage, because it's partially submerged in the ground. All concrete. Looks like an old flour mill. Or corn flour mill, or whatever you want to call it. And this here is at the lower summit up to Muldoon. So this would have just been an old homestead outpost. The old well. I don't know so much if this would have been a house as much as it would have been like a barn or storage area. No, it's an all-out house. Kitchen. The floors are really bad here, so we're going to be super careful. A, so we don't hurt ourselves. B, so we don't damage the property. Old shelvings and boxes. There is an upstairs, but we are not going to attempt it. Maybe only enough to stick our camera up there, just to see. This was definitely way back when they knew how to make houses. Another one looked like it might have been modernized with some electricity. This one still has the old propane outlets or natural gas outlets for the lanterns as well. But I don't see any electric upgrades. So I'm assuming this particular one was never upgraded. Got the chimney, so I would assume back in the day it would have been a wood stove, cooking stove top right here. Mud dauber and swallow nests. But could you imagine waking up to that view every single morning? Just gorgeous. I mean, it would be nice to see one of the old original cooktop stoves, but I'm not going to complain too much. Getting to explore an original homestead, you definitely cannot complain about that. Here's the back of the house that we were just in. I'm not entirely sure how old this would have been. Probably back in the original days, around the 1800s, maybe late 1800s. But it is just beautiful. Nice little snapshot panoramic of the surrounding area. Alright, what do you say we hop in the Jeep and continue on up to Muldoon? Good thing that